Hey there, Newcastle fans. Today's video is packed and straight to the point. We've got 3 red-hot stories, and the last one is easily the most anticipated news we've had in ages. A world-class striker could be about to wear the black and white shirt. But hold on, before we get to that, there are 2 very important updates you need to hear first to understand what's going on behind the scenes at our club. So stick with me until the end, because the last story is a real bombshell, and yes, it's the one in the thumbnail and title. Story 1. Mbeumo on Newcastle's radar. Let's kick things off with a name that's been making headlines in the Premier League. Mbeumo from Brentford. This guy is catching everyone's eye. And yes, Newcastle are seriously watching him. Mbeumo is exactly the kind of player fans love. Quick, skillful, left-footed, a natural goal scorer, and a real nuisance to defenders from the first whistle to the last. If you remember our match against Brentford back in December, you know what I'm talking about. He tore our defense apart that day. And trust me, it wasn't a one-off. He's already scored 24 goals this season, showing incredible consistency. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Brentford's manager, Thomas Frank, recently gave a very honest interview. He said the club is a selling club, meaning if a good offer comes in, they're open to talks. He also admitted that while Mbeumo is happy at Brentford, only around 10 clubs in the world aren't open to selling players. Translation? Brentford will listen seriously if Newcastle come calling. There's another key point. Mbeumo's contract is running out. Brentford have an option to extend for 1 more year, but this summer could be their last real chance to cash in. So the timing might be perfect for a move. Think about it. Newcastle need to strengthen the wings. Murphy had his best season yet, but right now is the only natural right winger in the squad. With European competitions on the horizon, the demands will be higher than ever. We need more depth, more quality. Mbeumo would fit like a glove. A left-footer who plays on the right, brings energy, goal threat, and is still young with room to grow. He's ready to shine at a bigger club with more visibility. Signing him will be a brilliant move, both for now and the future. So keep your eyes peeled. Toon Army, because this name could start popping up more and more around St. James Park. Story 2. Tindall linked with QPR job. Now let's head behind the scenes. Our assistant manager, Jason Tindall, has been linked with a manager's job at Queen's Park Rangers in the Championship. Their current boss has been suspended after talk with another club, and now QPR are looking for a replacement. And guess what? Tindall is one of the top names on their list. But don't panic just yet. Despite the rumors, Tindall himself has said he's not planning to leave. He's happy with his role at Newcastle and wants to stay on. The club also values him and wants to keep him involved. That said, there's a small twist this weekend. Tindall will be suspended for the match against Brighton after picking up his 3rd yellow card of the season. And if you saw it, you'll know it looked pretty harsh. Even Eddie Howe wasn't happy about the decision. Story 3. The big one, Jonathan David in Newcastle sights. Time for the biggest story of the day, and this one could send shockwaves through the fan base. Get ready, because this name being whispered behind the scenes at St. James Park could completely transform our attack. Jonathan David, the Canadian goal machine lighting up European football, is on Newcastle's radar. If you don't know much about him, well, Jonathan David is one of the deadliest strikers in Europe right now. He's already scored 25 goals this season, proving he's not just hype, he's the real deal. He's quick, smart, deadly in front of goal, and only 25 years old. That means he can deliver now and still has loads of potential to grow. And it's not just us looking at him. Clubs like Manchester United and Inter Milan are following him closely too. But according to British media, Newcastle are leading the race. Club officials have been confident about bringing him in since January. And now, with the season wrapping up, talks are expected to heat up. David's contract with Lille is running down, and has already made it clear he won't renew. In a recent interview, he openly said he's leaving on a free at the end of the season. His goal? To move to a bigger club, compete at the highest level, and fight for a place wherever he lands. Let's be honest, Newcastle need a new number 9. Isaac is top class, one of the best in the league, but he can't do it all alone. Callum Wilson, though once crucial, has dipped in form and continues to struggle with injuries. With European football coming up, we can't afford to rely on just one striker. Jonathan David will be the perfect addition to share the load with Isaac. He can play through the middle, drift wide, move intelligently, and is a natural finisher. He's the kind of player who steps up in big moments, knockout stages, must-win matches. Plus, he's hungry. He wants more. And that fits exactly with the Newcastle project. Here's one more detail to note. David himself hinted that he'll announce his new club at the end of the season. So keep that in mind. His name could easily be on our list of blockbuster summer signings. Imagine this attack. Isaac, Gordon, Almiron, Barnes, and Jonathan David arriving to complete the puzzle? Goosebumps. So tell me, can you picture Jonathan David lining up at St. James Park? With Isaac beside him, Mbeumo flying down the wing, and the team fully loaded? Next season is looking huge, and Newcastle are gearing up to fly high. If you enjoyed these updates, smash the like button, leave a comment about David's potential arrival, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single piece of Toon news. More updates tomorrow, and as always, hoey the lads.